Is we are going to create the sign-in form, so you can easily understand how can you create the sign-in system. We have all successfully created the sign-up systems in our previous lectures. So now I'm going to create the sign-in system. So before doing this, you need a few methods. I'm saying sign in. Okay, you have two choices. Either you access by using the URL here, user sign in. Okay, fine. I'm using the same URL. So sign in. So what you just need to create the view. First of all, I'm saying view, and also I'm saying the email address. Okay, make sure this is the sign in, same as. And now I'm going to create the sign in form. So go to the view, create the sign in form. So this is the sign in form we have created, and now I'm going to copy the entire code from the sign up systems and I'm going to paste here. So since we are here we are checking the flash data. First of all, we need only few things, email and password. So I'm going to remove this bad boy, and here, and same things, we are sending this to the user. I'm saying check user or check user. So now, as you can see, you are checking the data here, and now you have to define the session. First of all, this is the session because you are using the session here. So now what you need, I'm saying sign in. So sorry, let me check what is the URL for sign in. And also you have to, why it's happening, because you have to load the helper, which is the form, because you are using the form helpers in this form. So as you can see, it's now fine. When you click on this one, it's saying check users. So now what you need, just need to create another check user systems, and here you have to validate the emails similar to when someone creating the account. So here, similar to this one, so new user. So as you can see, you are validating the values. So copy this bad boy and paste this bad boy here. I'm not going to write each and everything because of the time. So here we are only accepting these two values, email and password. So if the email is password is not exist, it will redirect to this one. Otherwise we are going to fetch some values. So how can you fetch the values? Here as you can see, we have already some values. So as you can see, values, and we are going to check the values from the database. So let me copy these values, paste these values here. We have successfully creating the instance, and here request, why it's giving you this error, because we are not using this one first of all, and then fine, you have to use the request. Where is the request? Okay, here is the request. So as you can see, you are using the request services. So now this is the request services. So request services, same as you have to use the session, because we are going to use the sessions thing here. So this is the session. So load the request, load the sessions, because we are going to use these two things or these two libraries. So now it's email and password, and make sure you are converting the password to this one, so you can easily match with the database. So now I'm saying this, where I'm saying check the email. First of all, I'm saying you email, copy this, paste this here, check email to this one and find all the records. So I'm saying find all, and now I'm saying all users. okay, check the values, because you definitely return the array. I'm saying count. If count greater than 0, that means you have successfully found the values in your database. Otherwise, I'm saying error here. If you found the data from the database, then what you just need to check the password, if the password is matched with your database password. So how can you match the password? I'm saying if the password, this password equals to this password which is coming from the database password, if the password is the same, then I'm saying user is valid. Otherwise, I have to say the user is invalid. The user is invalid. Okay, if the user is valid, then what happens? You have to create the session and redirect to the URL. First of all, how can you create the sessions? You know very well that you need the associative array to store the data in the sessions. So normally if you use the, I'm saying this is, okay, fine, let's check this thing. Okay, fine, I'm saying remove this one, and now I'm saying check the user. So it's saying email field is required, password is also required. Now I'm saying Shigzy171, password is KK, make sure. So it's not the create account, it's a sign in, make sure it's not the create, it's a login now. Fine, so go to login now. As you can see, login now. I'm first giving the wrong credentials, so this is the wrong credentials. Click on this one. So as you can see, it's saying the user is invalid. So it's saying the user is invalid. So now you have to set the values and redirect it to here. So how can you set the flash data? Just copy this bad boy and paste this bad boy here. The user is invalid, and redirect to the login form. So this is the sign in form. Sign in form. I'm saying the user is, please check the credentials. I'm saying please. Okay, the password is invalid. Here I'm saying the password is invalid. Please check your password. Okay, fine. If the data is not available, then definitely you have to say here, if the data is not available in the database, then definitely you have to say please check your credentials. The user is not available in the system. Available in the system. It's available. Okay, fine. Now go to, this email is not exist in the systems. So click on this one. So as you can, oh, why it's not, it's redirecting, because here you have to receive the values. Session, you have to check the flash data. Like I'm saying session get flash data, its message. If the data is available, then definitely you have to use the associative array, and I'm saying message and pass in the second parameter. Now once again try, click on this one. So as you can see, the user is not available in the systems. So your flash data is also working. And now if the user is available, let's suppose fine, password is KK, click on this one. It's saying user is valid. So if the user is valid, what you need, you just need to create the session data to create the sessions and redirect to the particular URL. I'm saying this is the session data, and make sure this is the associative array. So I'm storing the data the user informations here. So we normally store the UID, name, email. We never store the password, so that's why. And also udate, updated, and updated, I think updated, okay. And also the status. Here we are storing the database values. Make sure we are storing the database values. Wait for a few seconds. Now change the IDs. Okay, fine. What you need, you just need to call the sessions, and I'm saying set. Okay, so now you have to provide the session, the associative array here, and now you have to redirect. So before doing this, you have to check either you have successfully created the sessions. So I'm saying session get, you have to use the associative ID here. If you have created the data, then you have to redirect to site URL to the home controller. So as you can see, this is the home controller here, this is the home controller, and the index method is this. So now since you are redirecting here, and if you created the sessions, otherwise you have to redirect to the same URL with the some flash data or the error. You can also say you cannot sign in, you cannot sign in, please try again. Okay, fine. But here in your controller you have to check the session. So before checking the sessions, either your user is available or not, you have to load the session first of all. So this is the session, and now you have to check the session, and now get the values and UID. If the UID is available for this particular user, check user, otherwise redirect to the login form. If the user is available, then you can say that welcome, use welcome, or you can say session, you can concatenate welcome get and also the uname, because otherwise you have to redirect here. I'm saying redirect here. Fine. So now go to the page. I'm going to use the accurate data KK password Shekzi, because this is the email, it's already exists with the same password. Login now. So now we can see saying check user, it's not redirecting. Check user, where is the session? Because you have to use the return here, because we are not returning the values. So return, as you can see, it's saying welcome Shekzi. So you have successfully set the values in the sessions. So how can you destroy the sessions? So here you have to create another method, public sign out, and you have to load the session because you are going to destroy the session. Session sign out, session destroy. When you destroy the sessions, redirect to site URL and also to login. Let's suppose where you want to redirect. So access this one. Let's suppose user and access this one. So it's fine, but you have to use the return, because in Codeigniter 4 you never return the redirect method, this method. So that's why return. Okay, it's saying 404 not found, because you have to load the URL helper URL. You have the user login. So it's not login, it's a sign in. Make sure it's a sign in system. So user, it's a sign out. We don't have the interface, so that's why we are facing this kind of issues. So if you remove this helper, let me check again. It's a Shakesy. Make sure it's a Shakesy. Password is KK. Login. Welcome in Shakesy. Now if you use the user, it's a sign out. Make sure, sorry, I forgot this one. User sign out. It's working fine. You don't need to load the URL helper. Okay, so now you have created the sign out systems. You have created the login form. You have created you have validated to the user. You are saving or inserting your data or keeping your data in your session. So now, as you can see, you have successfully created the basic login and sign up system. So I think this is enough for today. In the next lecture, we are going to conclude that what you learned in this series. So I think you are enjoying this series. If you think we are doing good, feel free to share our courses and also the videos. If you think we are doing good, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. And if you think we forgot something, so please let us know by email or by sending the message, so we can create the video for you. So thank you for watching.